Also in Superior Court, closing arguments in the Burnt Rice murder trial were heard today. Defense attorney Doug Moylan focused on the victim's own testimony that her boyfriend, Clifford Sinicolas, didn't shoot her. But prosecutor Gerald Henderson says Sinicolas himself admitted to the shooting. Clifford Sinicolas is facing murder charges for allegedly shooting his girlfriend, Vaylene Borja, over burnt rice on January 26, 2013. In closing arguments, prosecutor Gerald Henderson began by pointing out that Sinicolas was reckless in his actions. He says Sinicolas could have used his fists. He could have pointed at the rifle and threatened to shoot her. Instead,
he chose, when he was angry, to pick up that rifle and point it at Vaylene.
Henderson also criticized the defense argument that Sinicolas was so high on ice that he couldn't remember exactly what he did.
Our defense wasn't that Cliff, if he was drugged up, shot on Vaylene and should get off free. Our defense is that the 3 stories that they got out of Cliff that day can't be relied upon because his brain was fried.
Those 3 stories Henderson described show the progression of someone who's guilty because it went from a stray bullet story to an accidental shooting to finally the one story Henderson believes is the truth, that Sinicolas shot Borja after the two fought over burnt rice. It's the most viable story because, as Henderson points out, no one at Sinicolas' ranch reacted as though there was a stray bullet in the area.
All right, 4 people at a ranch in the jungle. One of them has a hole in her neck, falls down, and someone yells, "Hey, she's been shot." Do they all panic and look for a shooter?
Defense attorney Doug Moylan, however, says the biggest piece of evidence comes from the victim herself. She told police and ALS medics after the shooting that Sinicolas did not shoot her, that she was washing dishes outside when she felt something hit her neck. But the prosecution poked holes at this statement, saying Borja may have been in fear of Sinicolas when she said this.
And her statement that she gave within hours in the custody of the Guam Memorial Hospital and the Guam Police Department officer Ferguson that was with her wasn't that, "Thank you for helping me, now I can explain to you how abusive Cliff was."
The case will be turned over to the jury after jury instructions are delivered.